Hey everybody, we are going to be doing our lesson about Pedro's yo-yos. We're also going to be making a yo-yo. We're going to be reading a story to you. We're going to be talking about biographies. We're going to be talking about call numbers, everything that we've been working on and learning in the library, okay? So let's go ahead and get started. Pedro's yo-yo, how a Filipino immigrant, that means someone from another country that came to America and changed the world of toys. So we're gonna first start with, what do you think the word biography means? In a clue, I have three books up here that are biographies. Does anybody know what biography means? Yes.
A biography is a person who tells a story about another person's life.
Very good. So it is an author that tells the story of a person's life. Good job. Very good. So what else? What about their life are they giving you? Just their name and their birthday? Is that it? Yes.
It gives us their career, how they were born, and what was their job, what school did they go to.
Mm-hmm.
It's also about their childhood and whatever they wanted to be when they grew up.
And why they're important, right? Because you can write about anybody. You can write about your neighbor if your neighbor did something amazing, right? But if not, it's just your neighbor. I'm not gonna write a book about them. I'm not gonna write about them. How is a biography different from a storybook or a made-up story? Like this. How is a biography different from just a picture book? Anybody?
Yes.
Yes.
A biography is different from a storybook or made-up story because a biography is a book that somebody that happened in real life, and storybooks are something that are like fiction.
Very good, very good, very good. So yes, this is make believe, while Pedro's yo-yo is a true story. Okay? It doesn't matter if it was last week somebody made it. If it's real, it's real. Okay? So now we're going to talk about call numbers. When you walk into a library, how do you think books are organized? Yes.
By the little tags.
Very good. Yes.
Alphabetical order.
Alphabetical order. Everybody look around over here. You see the alphabet starts with A all the way through Z. On this wall back here, A through Z. And over here it's numerical. And also graphic novel comics is A through Z as well. So yes, we got the everybody books, the fiction back here on this wall, nonfiction, informational books, and graphic novel comic books. Have you ever noticed the little label with numbers, letters on the spine?
Yes.
And what is that called? Very good. That is called the call number. Thank you, thank you. And what do you think it means? Like, why is it important? Like, so what? It's on there. Yes.
It's important because when you search up a book and you look for that book, it tells you what section it's in and what the author's last name is.
That's right, because you can look online on our library catalog to find a book, and that's how you can locate it. To me, I want to say it's like GPS. You put in an address and it will navigate you to get to your destination. Same thing, when you put in the story, it'll give you a call number and you go straight to the alphabet, then you go straight to the you look at the call number and then you look at the letters.
I'm sitting right on the library and Marco Walker the long way.
Thank you. why do you think libraries use call numbers instead of just putting books anywhere? Why? Yes.
Because you won't be able to find the book that you want, and when you go on the website, it's not, you won't be able to know what section it's in or.
That's right, that's right. Even think about shopping. Think about shoes. Everybody got on shoes, right? So when you say, oh, I really want these new Jordans, and you walk in there, where's the kids section? Where's the boys? Where's the men's section? Where's the girls section? Where's the women's section? If shoes are just everywhere, you wouldn't know where to go, right? Exactly, where am I at? So it's even organized where they have cross training, the training shoes. They have some basketball shoes, okay? So it's so many different sections for sneakers. It's the same way in the library. You have so many different sections to find your library books. All right, let's keep going. So again, with call numbers, how might a call number help you find a biography about someone in the library? What section will you find it at? Yes.
You will find it in the nonfiction section.
Very good, very good. And it'll be in the 900s, okay? It's gonna be over there in the 900s. That's where all of them. And it is Hispanic Heritage Month, so we do have books over here, and we have biographies about important Hispanic Americans or Latinos from all over the world. If books didn't have call numbers, then what problems do you think we will have when we're looking for specific books? Carlisle said it will be all over Camden said that we'll be all over the place and everything like that. So again, this is what call numbers look like. And I'll come back, I'll reference this again because we're gonna do an activity for this. So now we're going to compare call numbers. I'm gonna turn on the whiteboard. And we're gonna compare, let's just start with, I'll just put info for informational. And let's start with everybody books. Actually, I'm just gonna put the letter E for everybody, and I'm gonna change this to say, instead of saying info, I'm just gonna put a number, because that is how you're going to see it. So let's put Go to Miss, keep it open. Go to Miss Niley and have somebody come in and swap with you. That's easy. We'll keep going. Sorry guys, I'm gonna try to hurry up. All right, so we're gonna compare informational books, because you'll see numbers, to everybody books. So let's talk about it. How is an informational book different from an everybody book? Remember, this is an everybody book. So how is a book about information different? Yes.
A book is different.
Which one?
A informational book is different from an e-book because informational books tell people that what happened in real life and gives a lot of information about people's childhood.
All right. Very good. So I'm just gonna put real life.
Hey, I'm sending, I'm sending a list to walk you out.
And everybody books.
And everybody books are like baby books and children get to read those how to read.
Okay, so we put learn how to read. All right. Yes.
So like everybody that like the text that you actually get, like to use inside the paragraph that you're reading.
Okay. Okay. So you saying, well, some everybody books are easy to read. Yeah, okay. Some are easy to read. And informational, you said you'll see what inside of it?
You see like some like info you can use to help you with some.
Information you can use to
Right.
very good. All right, so how are these two books the same? Yes.
Two books are the same because they have pictures.
Okay. There are pictures. That is true. You will see something in those for those. What is this called when somebody is?
Right?
So they are called the what for a book?
Published author.
The author. They both have authors. Anything else?
Illustrators.
Illustrators, or someone may take a, hey sweetheart, go ahead and sign in for me, please. All right, so it could be illustrator or a photographer. Or slash. All right, so now we're going to change it. We're going to compare. So I'm gonna erase the whole thing. And I'm gonna draw a new one. And we're gonna compare versus, so informational, and let's do graphic novel comic. Graphic novel comics. So look under your seats, please. You should have 4 books under your seats. So I want you to find a book that will look similar to this, a comic. Fictional book and a graphic novel. How are they the same? They both have a cover of a book, of course, yes. What else? They have photos, pictures, photos, or pictures. Because if we're comparing this one, this biography has real photos, okay? So it has some kind of image, yes.
They have a spine.
They both have a spine, very good. Now how are they different? Yes.
Graphic novel. It's fiction.
Very good. Just one more. And we'll move on. Yes.
It has dialogue.
Which one has dialogue?
The graphic novel.
Graphic novel comic?
Yes.
Very good. All right, so if you say the graphic novel comic has dialogue, because you see those little bubbles, what about an informational book? Oh, there will be facts. Very good. All right. Go ahead and close your graphic novel comic book. I want to see, can you even find your informational book? We haven't picked that one up yet. Find your informational book. This one is my nonfiction because this is about a real story, real situation. Okay. Your informational books may have what inside? Pictures. It's drawings too. So it's not only photos. Yes. And it's for children. It's elementary. When you get to high school, you might not see this. You may see more books with photos, okay? And now we're going to compare your informational book to a fiction book. Can you find a fiction book? Open that up, turn the page. Okay. So we're going to say, we see, chapters. And what about nonfiction?
There's no chapter.
No chapters, okay? Yes.
Non-fiction books have a lot of information.
And fiction,
Not as much picture.
okay, not as much pictures, but
They're
do they have a lot of information in them?
No.
So it's not true. The author just made it up. All right, so let's compare. How are they the same? Yes.
They have, some pages have pictures.
Anything else?
Some have
How are these two the same? How is this fiction and nonfiction the same? Who writes the books?
the author.
Very good. They will all have a cover. They will all have an author. All right. Good job. Good job. We're going to move on. So, you already have your 4 books on the table. We're going to use our pencils, and we're going to create your own call numbers. Okay, we're going to create your own call numbers. I gave you a few clues as well. So, some of them have, and I'm going to go back to, remember I said I was going to go back. Some call numbers may have 3 rows, okay? As you see, graphic novel comic is the one I'm referring to. That may have 3 rows. So, when I mean 3 rows, that means the top one is always going to say graphic novel comic. The middle one is going to say, is this an informational or is it fiction? Okay? So most likely it's going to be fiction. That's on your table. Just give you a clue. All right? Now for the author. The first 3 letters of the author's last name. All right? So I'm going to do mine, for example, so you can see before you get started. So this is an informational book because I see, what do you see at the top? Numbers. So on my card, this is my card. I have 510. And then I'm looking at the author's last name. And I have 3 letters. Here's who wrote the book. Last name is S, capital H, capital E. For Shetterly. The person's last name is Shetterly. For my fiction, this is my card. I look through it. Oh, this is a fiction because I see a picture here or there. I see lots of paragraphs. This is a fiction. Capital F-I-C. Fiction. Now the author's last name. Okay? Author's last name is up here. Park. Park. So what would it be? Park. What's the first 3 letters? P-A-R. All right. So, of course, I know this is a graphic novel comic because it looks like a comic book. G-N-C. And this is not a real story. It's not informational. So it's a fiction. F-I-C. Now the author's last name, Keating. I'm going to change the color. K-E-A. All right. So you have pencils. We're going to spend just a few minutes doing this. We'll go to the top. The first line is G, N, C. That is the number. When you see the hashtag, that means that is information. That's why I put number. So look on the call number, look on the spine. Look on the spine of your books. Remember, I covered it up because I didn't want you to see everything, but you will see the number. Yeah, so G and C. Put G and C. Yes. But, well, you put G and C. Remember, informational book is going to have a number. Yes. That's correct. Yes. Yeah, but which one is the last name? Very good. It's only 3 letters anyway. And then, yes.
That's right.
Where's the last name? And what's the first 3 letters? Last name. Very good. How you doing? All right, is this real? Is it fiction? If it's nonfiction, it'll have numbers. Or if it's make-believe, this is not real. FIC. You either put FIC, or if it's real, graphic novel comic books can be real as well. And then the authors. How we doing? Yes, you can find your fiction, yes. Yes, it is. Good job. Yes, that's correct. When you are done, I want you to check your work by taking off the brown paper. Good job. So check your work when you have finished. All right, guys, go ahead and put your books on the floor. I'm getting ready to read a story called Pedro's Yo-Yo. I'm going to read it really quickly to you. And the author is Rob Penas, illustrator Carl Angel. Pedro's Yo-Yos. Make it flip, leap, and swing. Roll it between your hands or spin it forward on one leg. The trick you can do with it are nearly endless. No wonder the yo-yo is one of the most successful toys ever made. And its popularity begins with a Filipino immigrant seeking a better life abroad. That means elsewhere in another country. When Pedro was born in 1896, Spain ruled over his country. The Filipinos over his country in the Philippines. The Spaniards forced their subjects to labor in the rice and abaca fields. They refused to let them travel outside their village without permission. Yoked under this harsh rule, many Filipinos longed to gain freedom over their own lives. In their free time after school, Pedro and his friends would play with a groove disc card from a water buffalo horn. This simple toy was called a yo-yo, which means come back. Okay? One of the many languages spoken in the Philippine Islands is called Tagalog. The boys had endless fun with the yo-yo, swinging on it, the strings, competing with each other, and just having so much fun. In the Philippines, people rebelled against the colonial rulers, right as Spain went to war against the United States. To escape this situation, the Spain sold the country to the Americans for $20 million. Back then, that was a whole lot of money. Pedro watched soldiers march through the town, swaggering with confidence. Officials followed, telling the Philippines they must now read and speak English. Yeah, like, wait a minute. So American engineers built a highway through Pedro's Providence, where he lived, stretching further and further, one by one, foot after foot. So letters came back bringing hope to those people that were weary and poor in the United States. The letter said people could live as they pleased. Why should Pedro miss a chance to create his own dream? When he was 15 years old, he left and went to America. Pedro's ship passed through Hong Kong, where he marveled at the beautiful harbor at night, to the modern battle in Japan. After a month at sea, where he became terribly seasick, his steamer docked at Honolulu. That's Hawaii. Like his fellow friends, Pedro labored in the pineapple fields under a burning sun, enduring long days with low pay. This was not why Pedro had to come to America. After working for 2 years, Pedro journeyed to San Francisco. Pedro did not stay long. He spent years working on a steamship bound for Mexico and Central America. 1 year, he traveled to Guam. Make sure your Chromebooks don't fall asleep, everybody. Okay? Another voyage, he went to Alaska, where his vessel got stuck in ice. Eventually, Pedro decided to further his education. He spoke English very well, thanks to his teacher in the Philippines. Although he was 8 years older than most of his classmates, he became one of the few students at that time to attend high school. Remember, some schools were segregated. So this is still a long time ago, okay? So he was a Filipino in a school with Caucasian students. So after a short time in college, Pedro moved to Santa Barbara, California, where he worked as a bellhop, carrying people's suitcases up and down stairs. Sometimes guests gave him a few coins. Other times they gave him nothing, right? By now, he was over 30 years old and felt no better when he left the Philippines. Pedro stayed with his family, whose little boy, too young for baseball, had a rubber ball, and only Pedro played with it. Back and forth, they tossed the ball. Pedro knew he could make a much better toy. Pedro carved 2 discs of wood and a small axle to join them. Then he twisted 2 into a string to create a loop around the axle, where he threw the yo-yo. The loop around allowed it to spin or sleep at the end of the string before it rolled back to his hand. Pedro made it hop along the floor and spun it around his head in every larger circle. His eyes lit up with other fantastic tricks with whatever his yo-yo could do. Pedro taught the boy how to use the new toy. Then the father, then the mother, then the auntie, and then the neighbors. He carved 8 to 10 yo-yos a day, painting some of the beautiful things. He sold his yo-yos out in no time, guys. So with the help of the boy's father, Pedro opened a factory to manufacture more yo-yos. They were in high demand. Investors helped him. They paid for things now because they really wanted it. Soon, Pedro's factories were making hundreds of thousands of yo-yos a day. Other companies sold imitations called twirlers or whirligigs. Pedro, he was known for it to be called what? Yo-yos. That's right. News spread quickly about his marvel called the Wonder Toy. Pedro came up with more tricks. He called it the Rock the Baby, Loop the Loop, Walk the Dog. Pedro realized that when people saw the yo-yo in action, they clamored to get one. He hired more people, different things like candy stores. He put them in so many different places. With his team of Filipino the Filipino experts, Pedro toured cities nationwide, holding yo-yo competitions in movie theaters, venues, some contests, and other challenges. Thank you. So in no time, he had to promote this toy. A yo-yo craze swept across the land. A Chicago businessman named Donald Duncan was impressed. The yo-yo sure was a darn good toy. Duncan offered to buy the company. He asked Pedro and his team to stay to promote the yo-yo. Pedro really already agreed. He had the freedom to do anything to please children. He wanted to spend his time bringing enjoyment to children. As years passed, the yo-yo grew popular, very popular. The yo-yo became part of the English language dictionary in 1985. The crew in NASA, they had a shuttle discovery and they showed people playing with the yo-yo. The yo-yo competitions are still held all around the world with contestants of all ages doing amazing new tricks. Pedro Flores didn't invent the yo-yo, but thanks to his geniality, it became the favorite toy of millions of people everywhere. Pedro not only made it better for himself, but he enriched the lives of countless others, adopting the Filipino pastime to create a toy with no limit beyond your imagination. All right, everybody. Thank you all for listening. Really.
I was never there.
Now that we know about biographies, so why do you think Pedro's story is important for somebody to write a book? Like, who cares? But why is it important? Why do you think somebody said, this is important, I'm going to write a book about him?
Because it affected many people.
It did affect many people. Anybody else? Yes, like the loop-de-loop, walk the dog, very good.
It can show how the yo-yo got from boring to absolutely exciting.
It did. Y'all go ahead and open the Padlet on your yes. It's going to be the link right there. Click on, okay, it's going to load. Click on the little plus sign. Click on that link. All right, we're going to do a little writing. It's not going to be much. Click on that little plus sign. So the question, y'all see the question? So right there, what is a biography? And how did the biography about Pedro impact you? Click on the plus sign and you can start typing. I'm gonna give y'all about 1 minute and we'll move on. You see? Oh. And we'll read yours. Right. Thank you so much, guys. We're getting ready to move on. So, have you ever played with a yo-yo before? Okay. So, if somebody said yes, how was it for you? So, why do you think toys like the yo-yo have been popular for many years? Very good. All right, so we have some additional resources. We have some additional resources. So these are other informational books, guys. Look up here real quick. These are other informational books about real information. Somebody made the Super Soaker. Here's a person. These are all biographies. Someone made crayons. You can read about it. Subways, the Ferris wheel, and ramen noodles.
I love them.
I know, me too. Yes. Oh, actually, let's go ahead and stop. We're getting ready to make our yo-yo. You can come up here to get your string, please. Your yo-yo. You're gonna grab your string. Let me show you. You're gonna grab one end. And you're gonna put it on the axle in the middle. And you're gonna tie a knot. Just cross it. Yes, and we're gonna cut the extra string off. That's right.
Like this
So-
pieces. That's all I'm doing.
So while you're waiting, you can go ahead and just put some color and decorate it really quick. And then I'll call you up so I can put the hot glue gun on it.
And also, I don't now they make that
Right, right. Yes, it was definitely made out of wood a long time ago.
Ah, nah.
Yes, so it was heavy too.
No. So they had to
Hey, at least they have to be
Carve it, yes.
At least they didn't make it though.
I mean, think about this. In the Philippines, you didn't have the technology that you have in
Hey,
America.
at least they didn't make it. Hey, at least they didn't make it out of shiny gold.
Right.
Just imagine they made out of gold though.
All right, guys, so we're going, go ahead and come to a stop. We're gonna finish. Go ahead and wrap it around. Wrap the string around. I'm gonna let y'all finish decorating after we take our quiz on Padlet. Go ahead and wrap this string around.
Keep a little bit out.
Yes. And I want you to, and I'll do this for you too if you need help. And there's gonna be a little left, right? Cause we gotta have somewhere to put our finger. We're gonna tie it in a knot. And I'll make sure I do it. I'll do this while you're taking your quiz, okay? Okay, everybody? Just like that, look. You see my loop? But remember, I'm gonna do it while you're taking your quiz really quick, okay? Yes, and I'll make sure I'll help you with it. So, if you could go ahead and go to Book It.
What the story on my
sound on so I can do that.
What the story on my
Yes, I'm gonna.
Perfect. All right, guys, I'm gonna go in. Most candy wins. Try to collect as many candies. Here we go.
Helen first.
Collect as many candies. Hey.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you for that too.
Gotta get them.
No.
got you.
That was beautiful. I didn't do it. No, I didn't do it. Don't steal. I just saw you back.
So I just saw you wrong back. So I'm
Hey, countdown, guys.
Who won? Me? Oh man, I won.
Yeah.
It was the same question. I don't like this.
Good job,
I got
everybody.
you right.
All right. So, guys, let me go back here. So to close out, everyone. So biographies are important in elementary schools, and all schools that have libraries. Biographies are important because they inspire students with real life stories of people who overcame challenges. These books help children see themselves in other experiences and encourage them to dream about their own future possibilities. Bless you, bless you. Biographies are inspired by someone important who achieved great things and made the difference in the world. Learning to read and identify call numbers is important because it teaches students how to locate books independently, bless you, build their confidence as library users, and help them develop lifelong information seeking skills. Okay, so basically what you're learning now, you'll learn this and it'll stay with you forever. When you go to middle school, you're a new librarian at the middle school and high school, they're going to be expecting you to know all about where to find a book, how to get on the library catalog, how to search for a book, and of course, find it with the call number. Thank you all for being here today. You can now use your time to finish coloring, decorating your yo-yos, and we're going to play with the yo-yos as well. You can go ahead and close your Chromebooks. I am finished. Thank you.